Happy Monday, friends. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about the creation story and order. Now, order may seem like a strange thing to talk about, but when you think about how you order things with placement and things, I don't mean like ordering food, you have to do some planning ahead of time. And if you haphazardly throw seeds in a garden, you're going to end up with a mess. If you've ever been to a farm or seen farm fields, there's these nice straight rows, ideally, right, where everything has a specific place. And we have learned the hard way at our house that certain things can't be planted next to other things. And there seemed to be, at least to me, some great ordering in the story of creation. We know that there are the 7 days of creation, right? Each day God creates new things, and each thing, one follows the other. So you can't have animals until you have sun and moon. And you can't have sun and moon until you've got the ground, the separation between the land, the firmament, as it were, and the water and the sky. You need those separations and movements in there. And you don't need people then in that ordered world until you've got the animals. But you need someone to care for all of those things. That story of creation then goes from day 1 to day 6 as God creates each new thing in order with purpose in mind. And when it gets to that final day, God rests. This idea of Sabbath, which we'll talk more about. But that ordering is essential for this. God is intentional as creation unfolds. God doesn't just throw seeds and animals and people and just say, do what you will. There is an order to it. And the same is true in a garden. You plant certain things in certain areas. You don't want your tomato plants to be so big that they dwarf whatever's next to them and don't get their sunlight. You don't want to plant 900 of one thing and only one of the other and not be able to make some delicious salsa or whatever it is you're doing. In the same way that God orders creation day after day after day to the rest, the same thing is true about how we garden. But the same thing is also true about you. You're not going to build a life of faith unless you order it, unless you're intentional, unless you make time and are intentional about doing something about it. So just as you would figure out the order to lay out your garden, I encourage you this day as we go through Lent to think about how you order your life, that it orients more toward your faith, toward a relationship with the divine, toward bearing good fruit in that good soil that hopefully you're working on too. Tomorrow we'll talk a little bit more about creation, but until then, I hope you have a fantastic day, and we'll see you very soon.
And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy